famous husbando market. Oh my god. Why don't we go see what's inside? Oh, look at all these famous games that everybody knows. Obey Me, Mr. Love Queen's Choice, 8-3, Ensemble Stars, even Twisted Wonderland. Oh my god. Like a treasure trove in here. I think maybe I'll just take everything from Twisted Wonderland, you know? Hey, looks pretty good. It's doing well, right? It wouldn't be too bad, right? Hey, his personality seems pretty damn cool. You know what? Maybe we should add that in too. Yeah, you know what? They don't notice, you know? Maybe not. You know what? I like him. We're just gonna take the whole thing. Yep, come on, you're coming with me. Hey, he seems pretty neat. Why don't we just copy like the entire personality? Not a one for one, but you know, just make him a little different. But I like his vibe. Oh, I'm back from my shopping trip. Give me 1 second. Oh, wasn't that such a fun shopping trip? Looking at all the popular husbando games out there, really nothing could go wrong, right? If you guys couldn't tell by the title of the video, or my poor acting earlier about what this video is about, it's about Tokyo Debunker, the game that everybody thought would never come out but suddenly did. For all you guys who are not in the know, Tokyo Debunker is centered around these boys who were specially admitted into Darkwick, the name of the school, because they are ghouls. And these ghouls hunt things called anomalies, which one of them happened to curse you, the MC. And as you can see here, it says, 1 year from now, you will die because of that curse. And that's how you end up staying at the school, so they can research a way to help break you free from your curse. So now you're probably wondering, why am I making this video about Tokyo Debunker? What could you possibly have to say about it? Tokyo Debunker did not always look the way it did currently. The entire thing was completely different in a way, and I will show you what I mean. So as you can see here on the Wayback Machine, the first instance of Tokyo Debunker being announced was back in April 1st of 2009. Now it may have been earlier, but this is what the Wayback Machine has reported. And it was up until April 4th of 2023 that it was still the old Tokyo Debunker. And then suddenly, in 2023 still, but on November 30th, suddenly the page had turned into this. So I can only imagine the shock that people who have been waiting for Tokyo Debunker had, when not too long ago it was still the old concept, and then when they go to check again for updates, suddenly this new kind of feel. Since Tokyo Debunker got its revamp, you're only able to access their old page through the Wayback Machine. So as you can see, this was the original Tokyo Debunker, the dark fantasy otome game. Now, there are some aspects of it that are still the same, like the characters being ghouls, but a lot of it was changed. And the first kind of change is that it's no longer giving a cyberpunk kind of feel, and the MC actually had a face, compared to now where she's just another helpless, faceless girl. And the old MC actually had motives, had reasons for wanting to get to know the characters, as you can see here, because your younger brother disappears. And if you further scroll through the story, you can see that it was a very fleshed out, well thought out kind of story that they had going on. Now the question is, why did they change this? Why did they go from something that was perfectly pretty much good and a lot of people probably would have played to, well, this? As someone on Reddit said, it's an utter cash grab, totally terrible with VIP and several packs, subs, and special bonuses. That's the reason. They just wanted to make some money. They saw what other gacha games were doing and said, hey, why don't we pick from them, copy what they're doing, and hey, make some money. That sucks, because as I've said before, their previous one had a pretty solid story, something that I could see myself playing for a while, but they decided to go the other route to try and capitalize what the other gacha games have been capitalizing. And as you can see here, you can now have a side-by-side of the difference in the art style. As a Reddit poster said, the current style is more like ensemble stars, whereas the previous one was more anime feeling. And that doesn't mean either is necessarily bad, but you can just see that they just completely took their old concept and just threw it out, because not even the art style was kept the same. Now you're probably wondering, why are you making this video, Ekri? Why does it matter? Because they just see us as cash cows. They're pushing out these low quality games, not just Tokyo Debunker, but every other company that publishes husbando only games. They're pushing out these low quality cash grab kind of games, and there's nothing we can do because there's nothing else for us to play. And then there's also the issue that we still have, that they make these chibi battlers. Like, when are we going to get a husbando game that's like Genshin, Honkai Star Rail? And then it also doesn't help that people actually did a money to gem conversion for Tokyo Debunker. And it turns out to even barely get a 10 pull, you have to pay about $40 US just for a smidgen of a 10 pull. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty greedy. Well, not even just greedy, just downright despicable. Now, of course, I myself have played the game, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. Well, I probably would have anyway, but I have to agree. When I first booted up the game, I couldn't help but notice how much it felt like Twisted Wonderland. And then as I started going through the characters that they had available, I couldn't help but notice that some of the characters that they had just felt similar to other characters that I've seen in other gacha games or even a visual novel, if my earlier acting was any indication. And I was concerned because why? Why would they do this where I'm calling out some very concerning similarities? It's pretty much just a visual novel. There's really not any kind of gameplay. Like, yes, like I said, there's a chibi battler, but it's a side thing to do besides reading the story. Now, the very big reason why I made this video is because apparently the official Twitter account is hiding replies and blocking people who criticize the game or say that they're using AI for like backgrounds for art. They wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't true, right? So the fact that they're even doing this when people are calling them out means that, yeah, they probably are doing it, which makes them look worse. And if we look at some of the replies, husbando games taking no W's lately. When Hell is Bad, being infamous for how bad their launch and monetization is, Love in Deep Space was okay until they started going full greed with expiring pull tickets and back-to-back banners. Now Tokyo Debunker Hold My Beer mode is using every monetization trick in the book, VIP 500 pity, etc., and AI art sprinkled on top. I'll just go back to Star Rail at this point. And honestly, I don't blame them. Well, yes, all gacha games have their terrible kind of monetization, but those bando only games, it seems to be worse. Don't even get me started on the 18 plus gacha games. I actually already made a video about that, so if you want to watch it, click on the card up there. So this person here, they basically said, can you guys hire artists to replace these AI generated backgrounds? And as a result, they are blocked. They are basically just trying to hide the fact that they are doing it. This person actually brought up a pretty good point. Sometimes I wonder if the fan base is also contributing to the whole low effort but predatory otome slash yosemuke gacha game. They basically defended the game despite the said game has been predatory, quality of life, and years stingy rewards. It happened in one otome gacha game that I used to play. The fan base is very allergic to any criticism, and they have a mentality that a player should be grateful that the game is localized despite the lack of quality of life. Missing contents, awkward translation. Me and most of my friends end up playing Honkai Star Rail or Genshin, since playing most otome slash josei muke games too expensive, and somehow it didn't feel worth it in the long run. And it's true. We as consumers do allow them to continue these predatory behaviors, but that's only because we don't have any other avenues. It's either we play these games or we don't play anything. To wrap this video up, Tokyo Debunker took the wrong path. Now, I don't have any faith that Tokyo Debunker will even survive a year, and that's being generous, because I really wanted to say I don't think they'll survive 6 months, but they might. Who knows? As much as I was looking forward to Tokyo Debunker and everything that they were going to do with that kind of concept. It's gone now, unless somebody else decides to pick it up. But thank you for watching this video. I hope this was very informative. If you liked this video, give it a like and maybe, maybe subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a good one. Bye!